Hey everyone, Tony George. We're talking NBA playoffs. Free play yesterday. Your free play lost by a point, half a point actually. Oh, I think we hit three out. We've hit 3 out of 4 for you. So we'll get you back on the winning track tonight, talking about the late game. We'll also tell you what we got going on the website and a couple little comments from over the weekend as well, including the USFL, which we watch closely. But nonetheless, you're here for the free play. So let's get that out of the way early. This Denver Golden State game, we gave you a free play a couple days ago and won with it on the over. And we're going to fire right back up with it again. And the one thing that, if you look at the lines by odds makers in the NBA playoffs here today, based on game one, there hasn't been a lot of adjustments. And I think you're going to find opportunity in the fact they didn't adjust some of these lines and totals, especially in the totals area. And this is one of those games. This is down to 222. The last one we gave you over 223 for a free play 2 days ago. What's changed? You talk about Denver. And for years you knew about Denver playing out there, playing great defense at home. You know, this is not the MO of this Denver team this year. They're allowing 47% from the floor on the road for the season. In game one, they allowed Golden State 52% from the floor and 46% for three-point range. And Denver shot 46% from the floor, only 31% from the perimeter, which is a problem with Denver in general. Without Murray in there, they just haven't been able to pick up the slack and have a perimeter game. They haven't had it all year. You got to have Jokic score 40 a night to keep you in ball games. It just doesn't work out. Is he going to have a big night tonight? Probably. I haven't seen the player prop for him yet on points today. Matter of fact, let's look at it together. Just because we're having fun, we're friendly and everything. What is the player prop for Jokic tonight? And I'm going to give you initial gut reaction. Let me pull this up. All right, this game goes off at 10 o'clock. Got props. Denver. Let's go with points scored. Over under 28.5, take the over. I'll put it on Twitter. And by the way, I told you guys to come follow me on Twitter, and you did. Thanks for coming. I'm going to put that up on Twitter today, just for a free prop play for everybody. But anyway, this is going to go over the total. I'm not going to lay 7. Golden State's loaded on the perimeter. They're just loaded. They got sharpshooters everywhere. They're the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA. And I'll put Curry up against Reggie Miller or anybody else you want to bring up out of the cauldron. Steph Curry can go off at any moment for 40 points a night. Last 3 head-to-head these guys have played. Most recent, let's just stick with most recent. Last 5, last 3, average 233 points a game. You dropped your total by a point to 222 right now at 9:31 on Monday morning Pacific Standard Time. Give me the over. Again, Warriors, Nuggets tonight. Over at the website today, we've got 4-unit best bets in the NBA playoffs, NHL, and Major League Baseball first 5-inning pick today. Get on this one, by the way. And if I wouldn't have lost a top pick in the NBA yesterday, which I did on Boston, who absolutely, as I sat there watching in horror, them blowing a 11 or 12-point lead in the fourth quarter to barely win the game, and that was a top pick. Horrific. Just crap down their leg and let them back in it for no apparent reason. I'm not saying Brooklyn's a bad team, because they're not. They got Durant and Irving, so do the math. But nonetheless, we'll bounce back today, 3-1 our last 4 there. In the USFL, we're thinking about doing USFL. I wanted to see how things shook out. There's one more game today as well, yet tonight. Kind of their Monday Night Football version. I wasn't impressed. Looks pretty volatile to me. If nobody showed up at the games, this thing's going to last a year, if that. Just can't. NFL's king, and no one's going to step in there. I enjoyed the XFL, and they're going to be doing that next year, but I enjoyed the XFL. We were doing great in that till they shut that down. But I just don't see it happening here, and I don't know if I'm going to be putting out any USFL. I just don't know. NASCAR yesterday, we passed in NASCAR. They did the dirt track at Bristol, and I talked, and I had a couple guys message me. Oh, you talked about Joey Logano all week. How he's done so well on dirt, and he finished third yesterday. Yeah, maybe I left some money on the table. Maybe I should have taken him over Larson and this, that, and the other. But I just thought it was too volatile. And but this week, Talladega, baby, the fastest track in NASCAR. Always a fun race. My favorite race of the year, whenever they run Talladega. I love cars going 220 miles an hour down a backstretch, wide open, everywhere, no one letting off the throttle, bumper to bumper, big ball, big boy racing. The problem is with that is that there's always a huge wreck or two in this race. It takes out about half the field with about 3 laps left. So you got to be careful and pick and choose your drivers wisely that know how to navigate the dangers of Talladega, because it's also the most dangerous track in all of NASCAR. So we got that upcoming this week. And more NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball. We're fired up this week to get it going for you. Not a good Sunday for me. We'll bounce back today with a 3-0 sweep in 3 sports. Come on. Doc Sports. Take advantage of that free $60. Link in the description below. We'll park $60 in any new account. Come on over and get it. Claim your prize.